Hello, it's Andre here again, and today I want to continue my talk about why Russians never smile. And which is not true. Russians do smile sometimes, but a lot less often that is normal for some countries like US or Europe. And in the first part of my, talk, I mentioned a few reasons for that, dealing with the severe Russian climate and weather conditions, the long winter, and the hardships, which Russians have historically experienced. Today, I want to speak just about um, another reasons for and another potential reasons I should say why Russians not don't smile so often or appear to be serious, and serious is a key word here. Actually, smiling and being easygoing has to some extent has been culturally viewed in Russia as being shallow and empty-headed, or maybe not solid, not serious. And seriousness has been one of the merits very much valued by Russian culture historically again. So to people, for some reason, must always appear serious, appear thoughtful, appear responsible. Like I said, smiling or laughing for no reasons is an attribute of a fool, as a Russian saying goes, and nobody wants to be perceived as foolish, not serious, not trustworthy. And but that's just one, theory and one explanation, which still holds very much true today. But today I want to dwell more about another aspect of not smiling, and that has to do with upbringing, because normally children smile a lot. It's in their nature. And but I just been thinking recently. I've been going over some mentally over some my childhood photos from the kindergarten and preschool and early school, and there, if I can speak about my generation, born in early 70s, still in Soviet Union. I think I can take a photo album of any of my peers, and I, without looking at those pictures, I already know what's gonna be there. And you don't see a lot of smiles, a lot of smiley faces on the pictures, because taking a picture back then in the Soviet Union was a serious business. It was an event. I mean, not every household had a camera. In fact, very few had, to say nothing about cameras in your smartphone or iPhone or digital. Now people take tens or hundreds pictures every day, putting them in Instagram and just saving them, and have tons of pictures made over vacations. Not so back 20 or 30 years ago. People would make hardly dozen pictures during the year, and my album maybe have less than couple of dozen pictures over my whole childhood. And very rarely you see children smile. And that also has to do with the historical background of the you know ideas of bringing up children. I'm sorry to say, but historically in Russia, and not only in the Soviet Union, but before that, children were discouraged very much from being unserious, or put it simply, smiling or laughing. In fact, corporal punishment or spanking has been part of the educational process for a very long time, and even I have experienced some spanking by or belting as I grew up. And I don't know, maybe it messed up my psychology. I mean, now it's a popular theory, I don't know. But I believe that it certainly had an influence, not only on me, but on generations of Russians. You know, I'm not sure. I don't have, some proof, or I cannot probably scientifically prove it, but it's just my observation, like this whole talk is, that generations of Russians have been raised and in a sort of fear uh, of their parents or of the, you know, people in power. Basically, yes, corporal punishment before the Soviet Union was very, common. It was used in families, in church, in schools, not just for the common people, but also for nobility and elite. They also were spanked or, belted or, punished with, with, oh, just beaten. I mean, regularly for different reasons, for some misdemeanor or for some, you know, um, disciplinary of, you know, reasons, or just for being caught doing some silly childish things. And that didn't add happiness to the childhood memories and to the upbringing. So uh, I think a certain fear has been instilled into the Russian character, the fear and distrust, and maybe even some resentment towards people in power, be it parents, bosses, or party leaders, or the people in power. So this resentment, I think, has been accumulating over the centuries and has spilled over in October riot or revolution, or, coup d'etat, or whatever, the riot against the authorities, and people just, thought they could break free from the authority and just take revenge on generations of beating by their parents, authorities, their, nobility, and just they they went nuts and, killed a lot of people, and a lot of people got just, slaughtered in this uprisal. But later on, the communists, you know, reestablished very severe authority, more severe than any Tsar could have dreamed of. But now I'm just, stepped into politics, and I don't wish to do that really. I just wanted to say that even now, I mean, spanking and certain degree of, corporal, not, I wouldn't say punishment, but sometimes it's even punishment, some corporal, disciplining is still a part of Russian tradition. I'm sorry to say, because I personally came to a conclusion that it's not really the best way to bring up children. Children need to laugh, to smile, to express, to, to you needed to, give a lot of love, a lot of, respect, and have a good communication with children, because easy solutions to maintain discipline are seemingly easy, like corporal punishment, can have its toll later in neurosis and unhappiness and some stress. Well, but still, there is a dispute in Russian society. Should, spanking be allowed? Now, I think it's not officially allowed. Legally, there's been some, uh, legislation passed concerning, banning that in households, certainly in schools. But in my time, I mean, children would be, beaten by teachers, not severely, but spanking or some striking by a ruler or by, hand or palm would have been common. Not, I hope not now. I hope with my children that doesn't happen much. But in my time, I've experienced that. So, not many happy childhood photos probably is one reason why people wouldn't go on smiling as they grew up. Now our situation is changing. You see more smiling, you're more cheerful. Probably parents also are changing, but slowly, because my generation probably still believes in disciplining and not beating, but spanking or discouraging from shallow laughter or shallow smiling. Probably younger generations don't not so much, but like any cultural change, it's taking place very slowly, and I think it will take many more years for Russians to smile more often. And just a general remark: people are smiling, I think, when they feel happiness, when they feel at ease, when they don't have lots of stress. And but that will be the subject of my next talk. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this this video. And if you have any questions or comments, I welcome them in the comments to this video. The weather is getting cold, and as myself, I like to drink local Russian Ivan tea, the willow herb tea, which is very rich in vitamins and tasty. And with honey or ginger, it makes a great drink. So I will leave the link to my tea boutique below. So if you want to taste some of that beverage, I encourage you to go there to this link and order some. I will ship you wherever you are worldwide, and you could share with me this traditionally Russian drink. So stay fit, stay cool, watch my videos, and ask questions. Bye bye.